There is one sentence that doesn't sound powerful at first. It doesn't scream motivation. It doesn't promise overnight success. It doesn't feel dramatic. But once it truly sinks in, it changes the way you see your life forever. That sentence is, nothing changes until you do. Sit with that for a moment. Because this sentence doesn't attack you. It doesn't shame you. It doesn't judge you. It simply tells the truth. Most people are waiting for something to change. Waiting for life to get easier. Waiting for motivation to appear. Waiting for confidence. Waiting for money. Waiting for the right time. But here's what no one tells you early enough. Life does not respond to waiting. Life responds to movement. And the hardest part of that truth is this. If nothing is changing in your life, it's not because life is against you. It's because you haven't changed yet. That realization can feel uncomfortable because it removes excuses. It means you can no longer blame your past, your environment, other people, your job, your childhood, not because those things didn't matter, but because they don't decide your next step. And once you realize that, you take your power back. Most people don't fail because they lack ability. They fail because they stay the same person, while expecting a different result. They want a better life, without better habits, more money, without new skills, peace, without boundaries, confidence, without action. But the version of you that created your current life cannot build the next one. That version must grow. This is where most people get stuck. Because growth feels like loss. You have to let go of comfort, old routines, old identities, old excuses. You have to stop being who you've been to become who you need to be. And that feels scary. Because at least the old version of you is familiar. Let me tell you something important. Staying the same is not safe. It only feels safe. But over time, it costs you your confidence, your belief, your self-respect, your dreams. And slowly, quietly, you begin to accept a life you never wanted. That's the real danger. When you truly accept the sentence, nothing changes until I do, your mindset shifts. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And you start asking, what am I doing that keeps this the same? That question is uncomfortable, but it's powerful. Because it puts the solution in your hands. At some point you realize, your life is not stuck. Your patterns are. Your habits. Your thinking. Your reactions. Your routines. And patterns can be changed. Most people try to change their life by changing external things. A new job. A new place. A new relationship. But if you don't change, the same problems follow you. Different location. Same mindset. That's why real change always starts internally. Let's be honest. You already know what needs to change. You know the habit that's holding you back. You know the action you've been avoiding. You know the comfort zone you're hiding in. The problem isn't awareness. The problem is courage. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Confidence is not a requirement for action. Action is the requirement for confidence. You don't wait to feel ready. You move while you're afraid. Because readiness is built after movement. Most people wait for motivation. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline is what changes lives. And discipline doesn't mean punishment. It means choosing your future over your comfort. Nothing changes in one big moment. Everything changes in small decisions. Repeated daily. The decision to wake up earlier. The decision to stop procrastinating. The decision to say no. The decision to start even when it's messy. Those decisions seem small, but they compound. You don't need to change everything today. You need to change one thing. One habit. One belief. One action. And then repeat it. Momentum is built from proof. Proof that you keep promises to yourself. And every time you do, your self-trust grows. Here's something powerful. The moment you change how you think, you change what you tolerate. The moment you change what you tolerate, you change what you allow. The moment you change what you allow, your life begins to shift. That's how transformation works. Let's talk about fear. Fear is not a sign you're doing something wrong. Fear is a sign you're standing at the edge of growth. If you wait for fear to disappear, you'll wait forever. Fear doesn't leave. You move with it. Most people regret the things they never tried, far more than the things they failed at. Failure teaches. Regret haunts. And one day time will ask you, what did you do with your potential? That question is unavoidable. When you accept responsibility for your life, something powerful happens. You stop feeling like life is happening to you, and start realizing life is responding to you. You become intentional. You become focused. You become aware. You stop drifting. The sentence, "Nothing changes until you do," is not pressure. It's freedom. Because it means you are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are simply becoming. Change doesn't require perfection. It requires honesty. Honesty about where you are. Honesty about what's not working. Honesty about who you need to become. And honesty leads to action. One day, you'll look back at this version of yourself. The one who felt uncertain. The one who felt stuck. The one who felt afraid. And you'll realize, the moment everything changed was not when life became easier. It was when you became stronger. So if this message reached you today, let this be your moment. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not one day. Today. Change one thought. One habit. One action. Because your future is waiting for a different version of you. And the sentence that can change your mindset is simple. Nothing changes until you do.